Hello everyone, good day and welcome again to our IELTS lessons. In today's lesson, IELTS Advanced Course, Lesson 15, we will be learning IELTS Speaking Part 1 and Reading Practice Test. Alright, for our Speaking Part 1, we will be talking about the topics shopping and going outside the country or immigration. But before we talk about this, we will first learn some useful words and phrases to describe or to talk about shopping and immigration. Now, the first phrase we will study here is the phrase high street names. Now, these streets are where important stores and business in towns are. In these streets, we can find coffee shops, clothes store, drugstore, and all stores that sell essentials in life. And an example to this is that in my city, Cebu City, Colon Street is a remarkable high street in the city. And another useful phrase that we can use is a phrase independent stores. Now, what are these independent stores? These stores are small outlets set up at a maximum of 3 locations. These stores are in small scale and may have started the business. And an example sentence here to this is that the Philippine government has recently approved a business loan for independent stores to maximize their business potentials. Next is local shops. Local shops are also called the small size retail stores, and everywhere we go, we can find local shops. In my village, for example, we can find several local shops, but the prices are a bit expensive than products directly bought in the supermarket. Now, a product that is absolutely essential to your life is called a must-have product. Now, today we consider smartphones as a must-have products because we could hardly live without them because of how they change our lives in terms of productivity at work and at school, and even most importantly in communication. Now, if you go on shopping and if you are on a tight budget, you don't have to spend a lot of money. Now, one example to this is when the prices of commodity go up and our salary remains the same, we would surely be on a tight budget. Okay. Now, during spring break or Tet holiday in Vietnam or Christmas in the Philippines, we want to find the best deals because most shops during these seasons are on sale. So we shop around. To shop around here is to find the best deals. Now, holidays like this, we can shop around in stores because many offer great deals. Okay. Now we have completed some of the useful words and phrases to talk about shopping. Let's go to immigration or moving to another country. Now, if we notice that there is an increased movement of immigration, there is a growing number of people moving from one place to another. Hence, we have observed in the Philippines in the past decades that there is an increased movement of healthcare workers and tourists as well. Alright, now the world today is globalized. Hence, most places are in multicultural society. Now, this society has many ethnic and national cultures. In my city, for example, the same city that I live, Cebu City, we can find not only several local and international ethnic groups. Now, when a country experiences chaos brought by political or religious ideals, some people have escaped from the national turbulence and settle in another country. Hence, they are called refugees. In the past, for example, my country, the Philippines, welcomed hundreds of Jewish refugees who escaped from the merciless rule of Adolf Hitler. Alright, now that we are done learning some of the most useful words and phrases to talk about shopping and immigration, let's now move on to review how we are scored in the IELTS Speaking Part 1. Now, we've all known that we are graded based on 4 criterion. The first here is the fluency and coherence, the lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and lastly is pronunciation. Now, most advanced students have wider range of vocabulary, grammar, and have acquired a clearer pronunciation. But oftentimes, what get them stuck in a score of 6 or 6.5 in their speaking is their fluency and the appropriate use of words and phrases. Now, what is this ability to speak fluently? It means not only that we understand the question, but we also have to speak with no fillers and no long pauses. And yes, we have observed many advanced students know tons of words, but one problem here is how to use them appropriately to give meaning to the context. That is why in these lessons we study every day new useful words and phrases which we can use to talk about a specific topic. Okay, now let's move on to practice and use the words and phrases that we have learned today. Now here are the questions for speaking part 1, shopping and immigration topics. Now, as I've said earlier, one way the examiner tests our range of vocabulary is our ability to paraphrase. Now, what do we mean by paraphrasing? We have been repeating this in our previous lessons, and we have known that paraphrasing means that we can find an appropriate synonym, or the easiest one is not just to find appropriate synonym but to change the function of the word. Alright, now in this question, for example, we have here the question, who does grocery shopping at your household? Now we take the keywords here. First is grocery, shopping, and household. Then we paraphrase these words, which we look for synonyms or change the function of these words, and our answer here contain a paraphrase of these words like, at home, it is my mom who always does the shopping for household needs. She preferred to do it herself than my dad. The paraphrase words here are home, shopping, and household needs, which is very much similar to the words in the question. All right, now we can try another question, and again, our answer here must contain a paraphrase, and the question goes like this: does your country experience much immigration and immigration? And our answer here, or we take the keywords first, immigration and immigration. And our answer here is, well, I think the Philippines experienced a dramatic increase of movement of people coming in and out of my country because of job and business opportunities. Now, as you have observed here, the paraphrase words here are increased and movement of people coming in and out of my country. This phrase is similar to the word immigration, which is people leaving their country, and immigration, people coming to another country. All right. Now, I'd like you to practice on your own, and let's try to give at least 2 to 3 sentences answer. And again, our answers must contain a paraphrase. Paraphrase plus we must use the words and phrases that we have learned today. So we have here some keywords, or we have highlighted here some keywords. So in number 2, we have the keywords here: prefer, supermarket, visiting, or smaller shops. So for the word prefer, we could change this to choose or my choice. Supermarkets, it can be a grocery store. Visiting, we can change this to going to. Smaller shops, we can change this to local shops. And like number 3, we can change this to want, and shop online, buying things on the internet. Okay, so we can change the 2 words here, shop online, to buying things on the internet. Number 4, the highlighted keywords here are the words feelings and addicted to. So feelings, maybe thoughts, my ideas, or my thoughts about, my ideas and thoughts about people. And addicted to, maybe we can change this to obsessed in buying, or obsessed in buying things. So we can possibly change the word addicted to that word. Next, in immigration, so we have the highlighted words here in question number 2, immigration and helpful. So immigration, we could change that to expats coming to our country. Yeah. And helpful, maybe you can change that to the word beneficial. Yeah, beneficial or advantage. Yeah. And next we have question number 3, and some of the keywords here are immigrants, move, and another country. So immigrants here, maybe we can say the expats. Move, we can change this to migrated, all right? And another country, we can change that to foreign country or foreign lands. Now, do you think countries should drop some all restrictions on immigration? So the keywords here are restrictions and countries, and drop. So probably we can change the word countries to nations. So I believe that most nations, or all nations, and then drop. Drop here meaning to remove. Yeah, so we could change this word drop to remove. Right? So we should remove all restrictions on immigration. So again, in speaking part 1, the best way that we can showcase or to show the wide range of our vocab is our ability to paraphrase, right? So that means not merely copying the exact words mentioned, or the exact words in the question, right? Or the exact words uttered by the examiners. So if we have this ability to paraphrase, plus we have learned new words and phrases to talk about a specific topic, then I can assure you that with your wide range of grammar and clear pronunciation, I can assure you that you can get a band score of 7 or more than 7 in your IELTS speaking. All right. So now I'd like you to do role play. I'd like you to act as examiner and examinee with your partner. So I'd like you to answer all those questions there from 2 categories: shopping and immigration. All right. And after we practice this, I'd like you to do the reading practice test, which I've sent in your email. Okay. Now, if you want to keep updated of new lessons every week and cover the entire course, a IELTS advanced course to ace your IELTS in achieving a band score of not less than 7 in all areas and be confident at English language, now I'd like you to please click this subscribe button and hit notifications. All right. So see you again in the next lesson, and hope that you'll continue to study one step at a time every day. Always remember that progress is progress, no matter how small. All right. So see you and have a great day. Goodbye.